Love, 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 all you need is 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 love, 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 all you step into the moment, let yourself free now. All you need is love, and you'll find your way. All you need is a little bit of love inside of you. Carry it like a light, I say. And it's love, this.
Good morning. If you're with me now or with me later, it's always morning when we do our daily sit because it's a way to begin the day again and feel this incredible ability to start again. And today I pulled for us the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Scepters, which really is about beginning again. A switch inside you has turned on your creativity, start a new project or a new journey. And here we are in this time of counting the Omer, where we're in a day of humility in compassion, eternity in beauty. And there is something about setting an intention and a strategy to begin again, to begin fresh with this kind of newfound appreciation for beauty and compassion and love. So, if there's a creative project or a heart project or a health project or just a period of time when you want to hold this particular space for yourself so that there's a newness to what you are focusing on. And I don't know if something will rise up in you or if something has already risen as I've been talking. For me, there's, a creative project, but there's also right now a project about self-compassion that I'm really working on. And it has to do with balancing the push, because I often find that I am a doer and my focus is worthiness through doing or fulfillment through accomplishment. And what I'm trying to do now in my life is create a time of being so I really can appreciate beauty, beauty in nature, beauty in the world around me, the human world and the more than human world, the animals and the elements. And to really appreciate that beauty, I need to slow down and stop pushing towards the fruition of my imagined creativity. And I think that that's something that anyone can apply to their own life in choosing a new project or a new path. There's not pressure there. There's not a pressure to accomplish something new, to, write a book or, scale a mountain. It's this invitation to light an inner fire towards something that you would like to have blossom in your life. It really is just lighting the match that lights the candle. You don't need to burn the whole candle. You don't need to finish anything. You just need to begin something. And what is that I'd like to begin today? Is there a tiny habit or an action then that can help me get to this place of slowing down? Is there looking at my to-do list for the day and saying, okay, maybe I'll do half of that? Is that the revolution that I need to ignite in myself? It could be a non-doing. But what, and maybe during the meditation, this will come to you. What I'd like to use as a tool today, because it's new and different to our meditation practice, is mudra. It's new and different to me because I usually use a breath tool, and you're welcome to use any of the breath tools that I've given you or that you've gotten in the rest of your seeking. However, I'm going to just introduce this lotus mudra, which we've done before, here, and that's just about putting the palms together, the pinkies and the thumbs, and then it's almost like there's a fire. There's a fire glowing at the heart as the fingers are separate. It's like a hearth, and it really is about lighting the heart center, lighting the flame. Then there's also the mudra, excuse me, which gives us focus, and that is fingers together, palms apart. And then there's Anjali Mudra, which is gratitude, which is a very, very fiery thing if we wake up gratitude. I've been making gratitude lists every day, and that is hands together, fingers together, palms together, thumbs gently pressing into that heart center, waking up that flame in the heart. So those are three mudras. There's also the prana mudra, which is holding the two little fingers and bringing the two little fingers, the ring finger, the pinky finger, and having the index finger and the middle finger pointing out. And usually we do this, you can do it like this, but we can also do it with the hands resting on the knees. And then there's also the patience mudra, which is the opposite, which is holding the pointer and the middle finger and letting the pinky and the ring finger held out. This can also be held on our lap. So there's patience, there's prana, there's lotus, there's anjali, and there's focus. And so just play with those. We also have our 3 Tai Chi breaths, which we can begin with today. So letting all the breath out, we breathe in and bring the hand from the belly to the face. Then we turn it over and it comes straight down the middle. And let's do that 3 times. Breath in. Exhale all the way down the center. Hand comes back to the belly. Breath in. All the way down. And one more time. Beautiful. So that's another mudra you can use. I'm giving you all these to see if one will resonate with you, and you can choose one of those. And when you catch your mind wandering away from the breath, just use the mudra to relight that candle in the heart that brings us back to the breath. And with that, we will begin. And the bell invites us to close the eyes, waking up the other senses, taste and smell, and hearing. What's the furthest away sound we can hear this morning? And what's the nearest? And diving into the sense of touch, gently scanning the body with awareness, acceptance, and release. Just seeing what's there this morning inside this body. And feeling the ground connecting to the gravity. And as we feel our ground and we feel the earth, we're also aware of all the other elements around us. The air, the fire, the water. As we sit here on the earth in Earth's gravitational hug, grounded, resting. We are sitting in the middle of 4 directions: the north, the east, the south, and the west. And surrounded by the elements and the directions, we are safe and central to our own lives. We root the spine down through the tailbone and rise it up, low back, mid back, upper back, neck, rising from base of spine to base of skull, shoulders rolled away from the ears and away from each other, creating space. The shoulders coming off of the spine like 2 wings of a bird, resting, and at the other end of those shoulders, our hands are released and open, palm up or palm down, or taking one of the mudras. As the front body releases back, belly button to low back, ribs melt into mid back, heart rests between those shoulder blades, and chin rests back towards the neck, jaw and eyes completely release, face completely gone, just resting. As we turn our attention to breath, just watching the breath flow into the torso, filling it, pressing the muscles and bones, and releasing the breath, and observing that small silence, that rest point between breaths, before the breath easily, naturally replaces herself. Utilizing the mudras whenever you find your mind wandering away from the breath, lighting that inner fire of intention and action. The action of being doesn't need to be a doing action, it can be a being action. As we sit here contemplating the beauty and the compassion of the world around us, just one breath at a time. In the midpoint of our sit, let's deepen the breath and just allow the breath to flow in and release all the muscles and bones. If you'd like to do a couple of rounds where you breathe in through the nose and sigh breath out through the mouth, you can do that. Or you can keep the breath inside the mouth, just deepening and releasing a little bit more into the body, towards the soul, letting everything go from the outside world, practicing being in the present moment with breath by using whatever tool you want to call the mind back to the breath when she wanders, sinking even more deeply into the peace of this meditation, one breath at a time. In the last few minutes of our sit, as we deepen the breath, maybe increase or release the mudra practice, whatever feels good to you. And just ask your heart if an intention has risen up, a new beginning of something, a new habit, a new practice, a new project, a new way of seeing, a new taste, a new smell, a new experience, filled with humility, compassion, and just joy as we take a few last deep, deep breaths and let everything that isn't necessary, just let it go. Just be in present tense as much as you possibly can. And the bell invites us to flutter the eyes open if we'd like, to let the light in, to merge that sense of sight with all the other senses, to be in the world, in the four directions, in the four elements, to really live life here on earth as fully as we can, with whatever creative energy is moving us. And all in all, that force from the heart is love. So have a beautiful, loving day. And Goddess willing, I'll see you here again tomorrow.
All you need is love, 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 love. All you need is love, 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 love. All you need is love, 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 love. All you need is love, 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 love. All you need is love, 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 love. All you need is love, 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 love. All you need is love, 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 love. All you step into the moment, let yourself free now. All you need is love, and you'll find your way. All you need is a little bit of love inside of you. Carry it like a light, I say. And this love will carry you through. All you need is love, 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 love. 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 All you need is love.